His dad built a resort, his son built a career, and right now he's got a great opener against J.Robinson.
Yeah, and George coming off of a poor result over there in Portugal with a close loss in the elimination round, and J.Robinson, one of the best in the world for a number of years.
Jack versus George, round of 32, heat number 8. It is Robinson getting things started. Nice flow and rhythm. He's always surgical with his maneuver decision making as he throws down a clean car. He's already distracted with what George might be up to. Familiar territory on the CT as we start with Jack's wave.
Yeah, I could kind of see this coming just with how slopey the wave was with this first car right here. Bit out on the shoulder just because it's not super steep. Surfing's great for how the wave is, but he realized immediately, yeah, this ain't going to give me too much.
Yep, Pittar's making some noise. The rookie from Manly lays it down. Wide open face and pushes hard off the tail. Controls it into another big hook. Picks up some speed, attacking that lip section. Out in front to some clean water. Ton of great rail work from the rookie. Belting that lip again. How about this start from George? He still has a section approaching to finish off with a tail blow reverse. That's how you start against a serious veteran in J.Robinson.
And then all of a sudden, George gets the second of the set, Joe, and much frothier one, but look at how clean it is and steep. That's a major first car right there. That one was just ridiculous. Loses the fins and regains control immediately after. And right here just goes ballistic on the inside. As you said, it has a major repertoire when it comes to surfing on rail, which is not easy to do, first of all, Joe. Most importantly, though, keeps the speed alive the entire time on this wave, which to me I'm a big fan of. You keep the judges involved the entire time, get their attention, and then throws in a bit of variety right there at the end. But to me, the outside work, on rail, on point, and then it adds the extra flair with the reverse right here at the end. Growing up on Vanuatu, moved to Manly. Seems like Sydney's own, looking very well in this opening exchange, Joe.
Yeah, 2 different roads to that opening exchange, wasn't it? And then you have a little more of an unpredictable edge of J.Pittar. And then Jack here once again going for that layback dagger in the guts of the wave. Goes over the roof, back into a fun section, looking like a little lowers right canvas. Slick little wrap. There's that just cool, poised composure from J.Robinson, and just a little snap to slide off the roof.
That was a cool finish, Joe. That was a really cool finish right there. And talking about Robinson, who, you know, I'd have to put in one of the top 5 surfers really to come out of Australia in the most recent of years. And not just that, excellent barrel rider. He gets the right wave, Joe, and we are talking about world-class material right here with the guy in red on screen. On rail, always great. But as soon as this wave steepens up, he is just looking for a lip line to hit. And Red here has to slightly readjust. See how he takes a different angle coming out of that turn? Doesn't fully commit to getting vertical. Just very intelligent stuff right there by J.Robinson, who, as you said, 3-time member of the finals now. He is looking for number 4 this year and his first world title.
Just at the end, there's like a minute left, and he gave me some room, and I was just like, all right, I'm going to paddle as far as I can up the point. And I thought about that rule, so I was kind of like, well, I'm hoping there's a wave that comes and I can stand up.
Seems like GP, he's up right here. Wave 3, Joe, needing just low 3.
Nice wind up, well-timed hammer. Throw tail into reverse. Complete control from J.Pittar. Now flaring up through these wrapping sections. He's already got an inside ball, but he gets stuck.
Oh, you can do the hardest part of the work, and then immediately after you can just follow like GP did, but the major turns on the outside. Great variation to layback. That blow tail was intense, it was fast, and it was filthy, Joe. And then he readjusts right here. You're thinking to yourself, okay, just milk it on the inside. Don't safety surf it, but don't push too hard. And right there, just looked a little bit too far forward. Lost his concentration on the outside, though, Joe. 3 completely different maneuvers. Goes for the layback. That blow tail was just nasty when you look at it from the water angle right there. And you're okay. Double up on the inside. Tide's coming up. You know that you're going to get closer to the rocks with no issue. And see how he had his head moving down the line before his body did. An unforced error, but major maneuvers right here, Joe. Layback in the pocket the entire time for GP. And look at the slight readjustment right here. Foot placement perfectly on point, and it was one of many trademark blow tails that he has in his great repertoire.
To change directions now, J.Robinson. Great section to just throw it down with finesse into the pocket. Off the lip, quick decision to hit that end section, and can he catch up to it? Looks like he will. A little behind the section, but total control on getting a rooftop hack there. And we'll see what happened to Jack here.
We got a rumble of the jungle right now, Joe, here in Punta Roca. Robinson fully committed on the rail right there. Great maneuver selection for the first turn. Down the line snap, and fits in a really impressive 2-for-1 right here at the end. Somehow able to generate enough speed off of the bottom, especially.
Hope you're doing well, Mick. Give us a call. Watching this, J.Robinson fin throw gets stuck on the reverse. So now he's had 2 falls like that off the back. He's ready to upset the world title race. He's up next against Italo Ferreira, world #1. In a rematch from last season that Brian won last year. Jack getting a little clipped down the line on his shoulder, just getting the lip line hitting him there, slowed him down a bit. But still working on throwing it away. He's had now 4 throwaways like this.
You know, he pulls that off, maybe he's getting the score, but right here, it's just really not the way that it is allowing him to get that pop or even the release he wants into the air. And you're committed to the inside section already. You're going for the speed and just not able to get the grab.
And a great finish to this one. Look at these waves.
Yeah, Strider, we're loving it. Here's G.Pittar holding priority for a long time. Saw something in this wave to improve his 5.33. Now fading into his first turn. Punches the white water. That one's going to hold him behind.
Can definitely click those end sections when he needs to. Here he goes, speaking of him.
Only needs a 5.51. Robinson sets up a nice clean snap to start. Big rooftop float, perfect transition on the wind up, tail free, tangled up on the reverse, fighting for a finish, picks himself back up, and will be a little bit left behind. Runaway season, it's only stop #4.
This was a very well-surfed wave at the beginning, Joe. I mean, look at how sharp he was with that first turn, more of a setup carve. That floater was sick, it was very distinct. And then right here, I'm thinking, okay, like, do you need to go that big on that section right there? Kind of force the air for how the section was. And even still, once again, watching on the replay, I'm not fully convinced. And, you know, it's really one of those maneuvers where it's like, hey, if it's complete, you got to be consistent with that call all day. And you see right there, it's a bit forced for how the section is, Joe. And he doesn't fully ride out. I think they're going to deem it incomplete right here.
I'm with you. And I almost think now with those airs that take a while to ride out of, it almost doesn't even matter.
You're
like,
still getting docked,
even
right?
if you ride out of it, it's like they're kind of over it already.
This floater was beautiful, though. I mean, it's not every day that you get to see a floater that long. And
wow, what a round of 32 it's been today at Punta Roca. Some big names out of the mix. J.Robinson out by a big performance from G.Pittar, who's into the round of 16.